touchdown. Yeah. All the things you want, and he's done it.
Get him going now.
The Tua era begins.
Touchdown.
And if Tua plays well, this is a playoff team.
Tell him, get on up, you want the crown I found, well, I will never give it up.
Hey, the top 3 quarterbacks taken in the 2020 draft all have a win under their belt, but none may be more impressive than Joe Burrow's performance against a 5-1 Titans team this past Sunday. In fact, it looks like Burrow is starting to find his rhythm. In his last 2 games, he's posted an 81 QBR, has thrown 5 touchdowns to 1 interception, is completing 73% of his passes during that time. All those marks rank in the top 10 over the last 2 weeks, including his pressure percentage, which has dropped by 10% over that span. Makes you think, what if he gets some time behind that offensive line? Could be a really scary sight for opposing defenses. But Dan, you've watched a lot of Burrow all the way back from even his college days up until
when
now.
I do it, actually.
You do. We have to wipe off your mouth. But tell us what the tape shows you under all that drool.
Well, I mean, there's so many things about Joe Burrow's game. Every week I'm trying to figure out adjectives that I want to use to describe his play. I'd say the first thing, he's just got this incredible veteran feel for what the play is going to need. All right, so this is 2nd and 14 against the Titans. It's a cover 6 defense, but I really want everyone to focus on this inside triangle between those 3 defenders and really the number 3 receiver, Tyler Boyd, right there, because it's an outstanding job by Joe Burrow. Now, playing against this cover 6 defense, you've got to do 2 things as a quarterback. You, with your vision, you've got to hold that backside linebacker because you want to keep him kind of right there. And then you also need to see this linebacker. I told you Boyd is right here, right? This linebacker can do 2 things. He can go back vertical or he can drive underneath the second defender, and that's paramount. So you have to see both those defenders at the same time. Now, first of all, watch what Joe Burrow does when he gets the snap. Okay, I love this. He's got his vision right there. He's holding that linebacker, knowing that's one of the guys that he has to make sure stay there. I'm going to open up a window. And now he's got to get his vision on this backer, right? I told you that backer could do one of 2 things, go back or go lateral. Now, Joe Burrow is going to do a great job of holding that linebacker and then coming back and realizing, okay, that guy's going to undercut. Now the ball needs to go to Boyd, but this is the NFL. You better throw on time before defenders close. Check this out by Joe Burrow. That ball is coming out of his hands. I want everyone to see. He is now getting that ball released, and Boyd is just starting to drop his hips. He still has vision that way. He's not even looking back at Joe Burrow. Get the ball out on time, and then talk about ball placement because that safety's driving and that linebacker's driving. Throw it on his left shoulder to protect him, and that's just ridiculous feel. But this play is absolutely special. You have man-to-man coverage across the board, right? So as a quarterback, you know, I got to give these guys some time to work. It's going to take a little bit. 2 things that are absolutely spectacular by Joe Burrow. Everyone, look, it's 3rd and 9 late in this football game. First of all, he's going to get pressure off the edge. This is clinical, right? Because this defender is going to climb the top of the pocket. Now, Joe Burrow has to do 2 things. He has to dip his shoulder with the football, dip and climb the pocket, and then swipe the ball across his chest to protect it. Watch how good this is by Joe Burrow. Okay, dip, swipe, and protect it. Now, look at his vision. In the middle of absolute chaos, he's keeping his eyes downfield. Now he wants Boyd again. Boyd, this is assault. This is assault. This should be a flag. He's getting absolutely whooped. This is what I talk about. This is Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson type feel. Ball's going to come out. Okay, the ball is no longer in Joe Burrow's hands. It's actually right here. This is the football. Boyd has no idea the ball's coming. I want everyone to focus on the tempo of the ball because he does this on purpose. Look at the loft, right? He took a little bit of loft on that ball because he knows he's getting beat up. And then Boyd just snaps his head. This is called an absolutely perfect throw. He has no choice but to catch it because where the ball is placed and the tempo on it in a conversion. That's that uncoachable feel that you really just, it's hard to find the adjective to describe it. I would say this. There is not a young quarterback in the NFL that I would take outside of Patrick Mahomes over Joe Burrow. He's that good.
Whoa. Whoa.
There is not a young quarterback in the NFL I would take outside of Patrick Mahomes over Joe Burrow already.
Mina, he doubled down. He's taken Joe Burrow other than Patrick Mahomes. Mina, go ahead. What do you think?
First of all, this is the difference between me and Orlovsky. I texted that Boyd catch to our group text and said, wow, look at Tyler Boyd. Of course, Dan's like, look at Joe Burrow. But putting a pin in that, look, listen, man, I love Joe Burrow. He's my favorite in the class. He's been awesome, okay? He's so smart, so good on the short, intermediate stuff. Pocket presence is through the roof. But the notion that you would take him over the human magician Deshaun Watson, who's just 2 years older than Burrow, is bananas. Okay, I'm already having a tense day, and I feel like you're trying to get my blood pressure up. Deshaun Watson, based on what they've done so far, has outperformed Burrow in just about every respect statistically, but here's one that stands out and I think really matters. On 15-yard plus throws this season, Joe Burrow has a 39% completion percentage. Deshaun Watson has a 63% completion percentage because his arm is significantly better than Joe Burrow's. I love Joe Burrow. Please don't hear this as a dig on Burrow. Deshaun Watson is just that good. Marcus, I know you agree with me.
Come on, my sport coat brother.
100% I agree with you, Mina. But see, this is what Dan does.
What a front runner.
And he actually got my blood pressure up today. I've gotten used to hearing some of the stuff that comes out of his brain and not really reacting, because I know sometimes he just poking the bear.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm a literal bear, and he's poking me. Joe Burrow has played 8 games. 8.
I don't care.
Deshaun Watson is giving you this entire sample size
Thank you.
of greatness, not just good. He's giving you all of the moments you just pointed out with Joe Burrow. You can go back and see those moments with Deshaun Watson. And now Joe Burrow is the second best young quarterback in the NFL because you've seen him play 8 times. Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
No. Here's my thing. And this is why I'm confident in saying that. Listen, I love Deshaun Watson too. Like, this is not a bash on Deshaun Watson thing. But the way Joe Burrow plays,
neither one of them.
No. The rhythm and the feel that he has is uncoachable. Like, it is. I understand that you guys are saying Deshaun Watson is a more powerful player. Like, he's the better kind of jaw-dropping plays type player. But Joe Burrow can do things that Deshaun can't. Like, the way that he can operate, Deshaun doesn't have that in his game right now. Now, there might be some stuff that Deshaun can do athletically too, but he can operate like in a more rhythmic play, or in a more rhythmic place that creates those big plays. And I'll say this one last thing, Mina. He makes every play work. Like, Joe Burrow will make every play work. There's plays where the play call happens and the defense wins. And Joe Burrow makes it. We say that about Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. He makes it work. That's the difference.
Mina, go. You were raising your hand.
Oh.
No, you know what's uncoachable? A deep ball, Dan. A deep ball like the one Deshaun Watson has. And the craziest part is I didn't even talk about Deshaun Watson's legs. Okay? I didn't even bring that into it, but if we want to throw that into it as well.
Don't sleep on Joe Burrow's legs.
Night.
You've turned Marcus into the headless horseman.
No, I'm not.
What's going on?
He's Beavis and Butthead right now.
Killing us, man.
Oh, man.
I can't with this guy. I cannot with this guy, man.
What?
I cannot.
Hey, Mark.
He's on this tangent because Joe Burrow is balling. Look, nobody on this show loves Joe Burrow more than I love Joe Burrow. But you're not about to sit on this show and say he's the second best young quarterback in the NFL after we done watched Deshaun Watson literally carry the Houston Texans in spite of Bill O'Brien.
This is what I said.
I can't believe it.
You don't want to match him anymore.
I would take him. And I'm going to use your line. If you don't like it, make your own damn list. But I would take him over anybody but Patrick Mahomes.
All right, Marcus, put your jacket back on top of your head because that was the funniest thing I've seen all day. And it really made me happy. We got more coming your way on NFL Live. Hey, defenses, get ready to pick your poison against the Bucs. They're already the league's highest